Welcome back to another typical PNW Guy YouTube video. Kind of on a roll with some gunsmithing tools to help assemble the AR-15. And again, Brownells sent this one out to me, full disclosure, similar to the Wheeler one from a video or two ago. Gonna be using it on a Mark 18 build. Normally I just have every build that I do go to my gunsmith buddy because it's, cutting, chopping, grinding, filing, sanding. It's usually an ordeal. But today I will be using this, and huge shout out to Brownells for sending it out. But let's open it up and go through it because there is a handful of items. Alright, now that it is unpackaged, let's go through it. So right here you have your lower vise block. It just slides on, allows you to work on the lower, very run of the mill. Then you have kind of the bolt carrier holder. It just kind of helps with everything flexing and whatnot. It does kind of lock in place right here with the dust cover. It is kind of a pain in the butt, I will not lie. I'll show you here in a minute. And then you have the upper block. You can use it with a carry handle. So, carry handle comes up through here. And there's that. But it's got all the little cutouts. It is kind of confusing because normally all the branding stuff is facing you like this. But in this case, it goes like this. And again, it's got some instructions and probably why it is like that. But as you can see, max torque 200 foot-pounds. Do not clamp above this line, so kind of easy. You can see it is more reinforced. It does have a little bit of give. It is polymer, unlike the one from my other video where it is all aluminum. But let me show you what an upper looks like in it. So first things first, we're going to slide this in. And again, like I said, this notch gets locked in by this piece right here. So you do have to have that open. And this is the pain in the butt part. Once you do that, you got to have like a little tiny screwdriver, kind of like right here. And kind of pry it open. Let me see if I can get it. Just like that. So, you got to right in here. And I chose right here because that's where brass hits. So if you do scratch it, which I don't mind scratching, it is no big deal. So that is locked in place. Again, it does have little cutouts for all the little stuff. So you're going to line it up. See how that lines up with that lug. It lines up right here and right there. And then it comes in. It's not going to be like a super tight fitting thing because what you're doing is allowing the vise to come in and pinch it. So, it's going to hold it. It's not going to mar it. It's not going to break it. All you need, though, is enough holding force for you to properly put like the barrel nut on or clock a muzzle device without breaking this little lug right here. Or in cheap receivers, people have split this and ripped it off. But all of this kind of helps hold it together. It is pretty decent, will not lie. The Wheeler one is slightly easier to use, to put it politely. But this, again, is something that, all of these tools plus a pin punch set and a ball peen hammer, kind of similar to this one. It is a custom one with the Brownells Alumahide on it. Refinished the handle. I found this in a field on the side of the road when I was on a road trip stretching. But all of that stuff, guys, definitely helps you build. It's kind of a small investment, even if you only do, one or two. Let your buddies know, hey, you know, you can borrow it. Give me like $5 or whatever, or just do it for free. And then, you know, if like, hey, you mess it up, you buy me a new one. But again, huge shout out to Brownells for sending all this stuff out. The only thing I didn't buy or didn't have them send out was this, but all this stuff they sent out. So huge shout out to them. Go check them out. And as always, guys, peace, and I'll catch you on the next one.